Welcome into Peapod Code Reaction. Today, we're talking Shannon Sharpe, Shaquille O'Neal. They got a little beef going on. Apparently, well, it was all about the MVP, and Shannon made a little statement, and Shaq got upset. And apparently, Shaq dropped a diss track. We're going to bring that in about the 5 minute mark, but we're going to try to get you caught up a little bit. And Shannon made some comments on Nightcap. That's with him and Ocho and Gilbert Arenas. Usually it's more Ocho and Shannon, but Gilbert usually fills in on 1 week, 1 day of the week. But there has been a few episodes where all three of them have been appearing on, and it's actually been a pretty good, successful show. Nightcap. I'm sure everybody know Uncle Shannon has been on a tear ever since the season started off with Cat Williams. And ever since Cat Williams started off the year hot, it's been on fire. It's the truth. Everything's coming out. It's about the truth. It's about revealing whatever's in the closet, getting the closets cleaned out in 2024, making sure you don't take no trash into 2025. That's what it seems like, don't it? So what y'all up to? What are y'all doing? Y'all want to see me react to something? Post it down in the comments. So let's get in on this. We going club nightcap with Uncle Shannon and Ocho, and where we gonna go? Yeah, there we go. Oh, give me that one. I like that one. So here we go. Ocho and Shannon.
Brought to my attention
Uh-oh.
is that Ocho, everyone's family. Okay. Shaq, about the comments that I said last night. Shaq said, "You took me sticking up for Shay as jealousy of Joker shows how smart you are and how you say anything to get clicks." That's not what I did. But anyway, so here's the clickbait for you. If I ain't ranked in the top 10 in your profession, then you can't speak. Don't forget, I know what you did to get where you're at. Me jealous sounds like you jealous. I know you're trying to stay relevant by gossiping on your podcast. We don't believe you. You need more people in case you forgot. 4 rings, 3 finals MVPs, top 50, top 75. And to be quite frank, all this success you got still under me. You don't know my work ethic, but according, I work less, but not blah, blah, blah. But anyway, love you too. If you need help making money, it's better ways than gossiping. I'm too old for this ish. Love always. The most dominating big man ever. Never took it serious. Remember, I know you and you know words of Skip Bayless. I'm better than you. Hashtag G14 classification. I have it. You don't. Not in my profession.
Wait,
Now, before Shannon say anything, come on, Shaq. Really? Like you've been real petty with a lot of things lately. Come on, Shaq. Like you're a bigger man than this. You are a big man, but you were the number one pick. This man right here was like what 10th round. So he was, he- and he's a Hall of Famer. So let's get to it. Let's see what Ocho's gonna come in and say.
when that happened?
He just about 10 minutes ago.
Okay.
Wait,
I've
Shaq,
never.
Shaq in the chat.
No, he on IG. I've never professed.
Uh-huh.
I've never professed that I was his greatest shot.
Hmm.
But what I will say,
Yes, sir.
I got what I got
Hmm.
because I worked my ass off. Now,
Yes, sir.
Shaq has been the one that said
Uh-huh.
that he didn't work as hard, he didn't train as hard, he didn't eat as well as he should have.
Right.
Shaq is the one that anytime someone wins an MVP, he talks about how he should have been the MVP over Steve Nash. Now, you guys have heard me speak glowingly. I say Travis Kelce is
True.
better tight than I was. So was Gronk. So was my guy. What's his name? For the Chargers. Antonio Gates,
Antonio Gates.
Gonzo, Big Winslow. I'm cool. I got no problem. You know why I got no problem, Ocho, with giving people credit?
Right.
Because I got everything out of my God-given ability.
Mm.
God gave me the ability to do what I could do.
And that's why I like Uncle Sharp right there because he always take accountability and he always give people they flowers. He always do. And ever since Cat Williams came on his show, there's been a lot of haters, a lot of haters. And to be honest with you, I think Shaq's a part of that clique, that crew that's um inside those gates. I really think Shaq is. I think he's the one that let Kevin Hart in, allegedly.
But he gave me discipline. He gave me dedication, the way I trained, the way I ate, the way I slept. So this was all I could get.
Right.
Now, I would have felt some type of way if I'd have got these numbers and I half-assed it, but I never half-assed it. Kobe said Shaq should have won and they should have won.
Right.
That's true.
But my thing is that you can't, and it said greatest characters. It's Shaq, I'm the greatest character. No, am I a top 100 player? No. Am I the equivalent as a football player as Shaq was as a basketball player? No. But what I did do is that I maximized that. And my question, if Shaq and because it's rough on the back. My question is, do you believe that you gave everything you possibly could in basketball? Did you train the way you should have? Did you eat the way you should have? That just goes to show you how great you was. That you allowed your weight to get out of control. The injury started to creep up and you got 4 rings and you got 3 finals MVP.
See, I'm mad, man. I wish I understood.
Why you mad?
Because I wish I understood goddamn
I
basketball.
love Ocho.
So when you talking about Shaq, especially during that time, think about this. If I don't know basketball now the way I should, the way you do, like what you telling me right now, it's like I'm trying to process the shit.
Think about it.
But I can't because I wasn't watching back then.
Think about it, Ocho.
Fuck,
he's the most dominant big man in the history of the game.
I know that much, yes.
And he got 1 MVP.
So, but think about this. Think about how they I'm not going to say rob. I don't want to use the word rob.
How they robbed?
How they robbed Shea. 30 points. Number 1 seed. But he doesn't get it.
They were
so what's the criteria? What's the criteria for MVP if you just gave it to Joker again?
But I don't think they gave it because Joker was top 10 in points, top 10 in rebounds, top 10 in assists, and they basically had the same record. They just had OKC just had a better division record.
Oh,
so you're talking about so it's not like they were the number 1 seed and Joker was number 10.
Right. Okay.
Shaq, if you took what I said as a slight, okay, I can get it. And people say, well, see, my thing is that I'm not saying that I've never said I was the equivalent, and I'm quick to say that when I talk about Kevin Durant or I talk about any player, I said I'm not the equivalent basketball player, but all I can do is maximize my ability.
Right.
Shaq know deep down, he could take all the shots. Yeah, you got more money. Yeah, you're more famous than me. Yeah, you're more well-known. You're going to have way more money than I ever have. But nobody will ever say that I was lazy or I cheated myself. That's all I got for you, big boy. I ain't got nothing else for you, Shaq. I ain't here to argue with you. I'm not here to debate with you. It is.
Damn, Unc. That was perfectly done. He said what he had to say, and I think Shaq was kind of out of line. Shaq has been really petty with a lot of things like this, where he gets, even when you watch the show on Ernie and TNT, he's always seemed like he's a little cringy and he's a little angry. So let's I don't know what's up with him, but we're gonna.
When it comes to Shaq hates every big man. If you haven't noticed,
we're gonna get into the Shaq mixtape right now, where he goes as Shannon, and the crew. It's let's hear it. Seem like everybody now got.
When it comes to Shaq hates every big man. If you haven't noticed,
he does.
He doesn't like the big man, rightfully so, because that's his position. He is, in his mind, he is the apex predator. No matter what no one says, we don't care. He don't care what you say. He don't care. You can throw.
This sounds like Gilbert Arenas. He's also a nightcap as well.
all the championships and all that. If we lace him up and we had to, in our prime, had to play against each other in our prime, he thinks he's the apex predator. Those awards hurt him. They irritate the hell out of him.
Yes, it's the MVPs, Gil. It's the MVPs because we only have one.
They didn't think that I would win, but I won.
Oh, you think you can say something about the teams, but he ain't gonna say something back?
I got in.
You gotta have
and got the
G14
job
classification.
done. I'm the best in the world.
I'm number one.
I'm the best in the world.
I'm number one.
I'm the best in the world. Number.
Oh no, Shannon Sharpe, man, you're way beneath me. Your whole demeanor is faker than new rapper Beefy. You're soft before you get fly, you rather tweet me. I was in 3 different cars when you was in 3 feet. All I see is dollar signs, they come in 3D. Make it hot, ain't no way around my degree. You are not at my spot, you are like a peewee. Shula got them calling me Rocky the way I reread. I get to the green bag, I don't mean a lawnmower. Jet flying, foreign driving, Best Buy and Don Pora. I'm
Holy crap. Shaq dropped a mixtape. Let's run that back again. Let's run
The
that back.
big man, rightfully so, because that's his position. He is, in his mind, he is the apex predator. No matter what no one says, we don't care. He don't care what you say. He don't care. You can throw all the championships and all that. If we lace him up and we had to, in our prime, had to play against each other in our prime, he thinks he's the apex predator. Those awards hurt him. They irritate the hell out of him.
Yes, it's the MVPs, Gil. It's the MVPs because we only have one.
They didn't think that I would win, but I won.
Oh, you think you can say something about the teams, but he ain't gonna say something back?
I got in.
You gotta have
and got the
G14
job
classification.
done. I'm the best in the world.
I'm number one.
I'm the best in the world.
I'm number one.
I'm the best in the world. Number.
He still only got 1 MVP, dude. But he was in that era. He was in that Jordan era of a lot of great athletes, the Elijah Wan and Patrick Ewins and David Robinson, and but ooh.
Oh no, Shannon Sharpe, man, you're way beneath me. Your whole demeanor is faker than new rapper Beefy. You're soft before you get fly, you rather tweet me. I was in 3 different cars when you was in 3 feet. All I see is dollar signs, they come in 3D. Make it hot, ain't no way around my degree. You are not at my spot, you are like a peewee. Shula got them calling me Rocky the way I reread. I get to the green bag, I don't mean a lawnmower. Jet flying, foreign driving, Best Buy and Don Pora. I'm
He was just about to go in too. So what do y'all think about this Shannon Shaquille O'Neal beef? Yeah, I think it's kind of stupid. Shaq's being petty.
And I'm quick to say that when I say
I think he's really being petty. So I think Shannon is it's always Unc is pretty fair. I think he should get Ocho to respond with a rap beat or beef, a song, because I don't know if Shannon could do it, but they need to put something together. I mean, the fact that he has his guys also on the diss track, in his diss track, he didn't have Ocho, but he had Shannon and the other guy, so that they can also enter the beef. Yes, they can enter the beef. So one of them need to do a song against Shaq. Like, this need to be a real thing. I think if Shannon could come up with a song, he can knock Shaq off. It's almost like Kendrick versus Drake at the top. Nah, I'm just playing. But Shannon, Unc, come on, Unc. We need to see something from you. We need to see some type of, you need to put something down. I know you're going to take the high road because mama taught you well, but I don't think you should, because you know what? This the year of the truth. And Cat Williams started off on your show telling us what this year was going to be. And I think it's time for you to step it up. We want a rap battle. You and Shaq, Club Shay Shay. Let's do it. So let's just finish the interview. It was with him and Ocho. It's a pretty cool show, Nightcap. Let's go back to 90.
When I talk about Kevin Durant or I talk about any player, I said I'm not the equivalent basketball player, but all I can do is maximize my ability.
Right.
Shaq know deep down he can take all the shots. Yeah, you got more money. Yeah, you're more famous than me. Yeah, you're more well known. You're gonna have way more money than I ever have. But nobody will ever say that I was lazy or I cheated myself. That's all I got for you, big boy. I ain't got nothing else for you, Shaq. I ain't got no. I ain't here to argue with you. I'm not here to debate with you. It is what it is. I can't do any more on the football field. You can't do any more on the basketball court. Yes, you were great. Yes, you were great. But you know deep down, you should be in the top 5, not top 10. Because you just said, who else was the most dominant? You said you were the most dominant. Most people agree you were the most dominant.
So I have a question. Now,
yes.
See, here we go. Here we go again with my lack of basketball fucking knowledge. If Shaq was the most dominant to ever play at his position, right? The 5, the center. How is he not in the goddamn top 5?
Ask him.
To be fair, Shaq played in an era with great NBA players like Shaquille O'Neal coming out of college was supposed to be on Dream Team, the original Dream Team, but they put Christian Laettner. So when he came into the league, he had Larry Bird and Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen and David Robinson. I mean, it was a massive amount of people that he had to deal with. So it wasn't like he didn't have great players to play against. So all these guys are winning MVPs, whether it was Barkley or Jordan or Elijah Wan 2 years in a row. And I can't remember the year that Shaq came in the league. I think it was 93, 90, something like that. But yeah, he had a lot of, it was a tough crew.
Ask the people that say is Shaq in their top 5. Ask them.
But I'm assuming people, okay, I need to take a fucking course or something. If he's top 5, if he's the best big man of all time, then he has to be in everyone's top 5. You got Jordan, you got Kobe, LeBron. I'm assuming I don't know how the
I've done. I've told people my criteria for the top 5. I say for me, for you to be in the top 5, you have to have more than one regular season MVP. That's my criteria.
What's your criteria down, fellas? Let me know down in the comments. Who's your top 5? Big man. Not top 5 regular players, just big man. You know, we talking Elijah Wan, we talking Yao Ming, we talking Patrick Ewing, we talking Alonzo Mourning, you know, big men. You know, let me know what y'all big man is down there.
Now, some people say, well, Shannon, as long as you got this or as long as you got that, that's their criteria. Like you said, what is the criteria for the MVP?
Wait, I have a question. Why does the individual award matter to be included in the top 5 of something in general? If he was the most dominant at that position,
you got
why
most
does
dominant.
the MVP matter though?
You're the most dominant, and you only won one MVP. So how dominant were you? I believe he's the most dominant. I do, because I watched him play. Now I didn't see Wilt. I'm not going to say I didn't see Wilt. I just see Wilt's numbers. But for the guy, and I started following basketball back in the late 70s.
Right.
So as far as dominant, Shaq was it. Shaq was it. Shaq is the most dominant player, which means he should have more than one regular season MVP.
So when he was playing and he was dominant during these years, who the hell was winning the damn MVPs?
Jordans.
Isn't that what I just said? He came up in it. It wasn't like he was in a dominant era. He came in a dominant era.
LeBron won some MVPs. Shaq came in 92.
Right.
So Jordan, Karl Malone,
See,
Charles Barkley,
mention Barkley.
Hey, Barkley won
Akeem
MVP. Hey,
Olajuwon,
mentioned
David
Akeem.
Robinson, Tim Duncan,
I mentioned
Steve
Robinson. Nash.
hey, hold on. Barkley won MVP, Unc.
Yep.
Yeah.
Phoenix.
hey, when I look at Charles,
no. See, people laugh at Charles and all that. No,
he
Charles
can play
was
some ball, huh?
what? Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Charles was a beast. Charles was a beast. Like Sir Charles. I wish Unc had asked him that on his show the other day. How did he get the name Sir? I never really looked that up.
Yeah.
Hey, what Charles? He was the foe. He was
a power forward. Yeah,
but he look undersized though. He
very
look short.
undersized. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, that's crazy. I can't see Chuck outside of TNT or I can't see him outside of golf. The picture him dominating on the basketball court.
No. He was the real deal.
He was the real deal.
He was the real deal.
Hey, that's live. Hey man,
but I put it like this here. If Shaq, let's just say Shaq came in 92 and he stayed at 325. Ain't no way he doesn't have 4 or 5 MVPs. There's no way he doesn't have 4. He doesn't have 5, 6 MVP
That's
finals.
true. Shaq was lazy.
Wait, when he was in Orlando, you say he was 325?
When he came out, he was 7'1", 325.
Hey, that's a big human, boy.
Yeah.
Golly.
And that's why I say we're never going to see a Shaquille O'Neal again. People talk about we're not going to see a Jordan. We're not going to see a LeBron. We're not going to see a Kobe.
Right.
We're never going to see a guy his size
to be able to move like
that can move.
Hey,
nope.
Hey, you know the little clip? Nope. Remember the little clip with him and Jordan playing around at the All-Star game?
Yes.
And he hit the
yeah.
Boy, buddy footwork, boy. Shaq footwork.
Do you remember
like that, boy?
They used to have a show on. I forget the name of the show where Shaq would go play flag football and he did other sport activities.
Right. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
did you watch Shaq? You see Shaq run?
Yeah.
Nobody had that size. You're never gonna see a guy that size with that kind of athleticism. You're not. But maybe this is my opinion. I believe had Shaq taken it as serious as Kobe, as serious as Jordan, as serious as LeBron,
right?
With what he know and the access that he had. So because as you get to that level, you have access to the best trainers, you have the access to the best nutritionists, the best chefs.
Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion.
Right.
So,
hey, man, y'all, you know what?
I ain't got no beef with Shaq.
We can't have no beef with Shaq. We ain't had no beef with Shaq because I don't want to have to jump on him. You know, I love. Now you laughing. I love Shaq. And I told
that's
you,
why I love
no more beefs.
Ocho.
We ain't
I ain't got no beef with nobody.
Yeah,
I don't.
That's why I love Ocho. Hey, I got beef now because you know what? Shaq just dropped a mixtape album on y'all, and one of y'all need to take flight and step up and defend Nightcap.
Look, my thing is
what we can do is we can have a healthy dialogue.
Yeah.
Based on how we feel about individuals in their respective crafts, and that's it. Sometimes they might take offense to it. Shaq, we love you. Shaq, you know I love you. You know how I feel about you. You know you my dog, and there were no issues. There were no problem. We were just talking about a subject matter in which I don't know much about. And
but here's the thing: if Shaq is looking at what I'm saying in a vacuum, because Shaq is the most dominant. And they've never bestowed that title on another 5 other than Will.
Right.
So Jokic is not more dominant, but he has more regular season MVPs.
Yeah, but
guys are not more dominant,
right?
But he has, and so that's what I'm saying. I believe, me personally, and chat, y'all can disagree or agree or disagree.
Right.
But Shaq said he didn't take practice serious. He said I was going to get beat up in the game, so why was I going to get beat up in practice? You can't think, Ocho, well, I'm going to run it. Ocho, think about this. Think about what he said. Now, he said he didn't go hard in practice because he didn't want to get beat up in practice because he's going to get beat up in the game. What if you said, you know what? I didn't run no routes full speed in practice because I was going to run them full speed in the game.
Dang.
He said on numerous occasions he wished he had taken it more, he had trained harder and kept his weight under control. But I guess me pointing that out, what he said, I guess he, I'm where I am. Because Ocho, I was able to walk away from the game and never ever look back because I got everything I could out of this 7th round draft selection, out of this body. Nobody will ever say, did people have more talent than Shannon?
Yes, sir.
God gave them that.
Mm-hmm.
But you ain't going to find nobody to say they outworked it.
Yeah.
And that's all I had. So 815, 10,060, 62 touchdowns, 8 Pro Bowls, 4 first team All Pros, 5 total, 3 Super Bowls. That's all I got, Ocho. That's all I could get out of what God gave me. I couldn't get anything else.
I like
and about my podcast is what it is.
Yeah.
Some people like it, some people don't.
Right.
More people like it than don't.
That's right.
Numbers speak for itself.
Mm-hmm.
So I wish you the best on your podcast and your platform, but I ain't got nothing. I ain't here to bash Shaq or go back and forth with Shaq.
Nah. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. But what we can do is we can have a nightcap versus TNT Royal Rumble. Like if them boys want smoke, we can get it on.
That's why I love.
Like,
that's
listen,
why I love Ocho.
Shaq, I hit.
That's why I love Ocho. Let's do it.
Kenny, I hit Kenny, and I push Kenny over.
Oh yeah.
And me and Chuck, we'll go. Me and Chuck, we can go toe to toe. Shoot, nightcap versus TNT. I'm ready. It don't make me none, and we could be friends right after and go eat.
It is what it. Look, man. It is what it is,
man.
Get heated. Look, and here's the thing, and this we're all wired like this, Ocho. We really are.
All of us.
We really are.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody can say 1,000 times, Shannon's great, but it's the one time that they say I'm not. Is that do you fixate on?
Right.
How many times have I lauded Shaq? But it's the one time what he fixate on, and that's okay. That's okay.
Because now you're the big fish, buddy.
Listen, we all love each other. Shaq, we love you, baby.
I ain't got no beef with Shaq. I ain't never had no beef with Shaq.
No. You don't. Listen. You vegan anyway. You don't eat beef.
Yeah. But to each Shaq, I wish you nothing but the best, bro. Hey, continued success. Keep doing your thing on TNT. Keep doing your thing on the podcast. Hey, I ain't got no beef with you, bro. That was just my opinion. We were talking about it last night because of what you said. I stick up for Shay, whomever.
Shaq,
that's your opinion. That's your opinion.
Shaq, I love you. You want to go a few rounds? Let me know.
And I was just sticking up for him in the chat.
Shouldn't stick up for him in the chat.
But we good. Shaq, we good. Hey.
I think down below.
You know how to get in touch with me. You want to talk, bro? Hey, you want to talk?
Wow. Okay. So what y'all think about that? Shaq is being petty. Shannon is catching strays now that he's on top. I think it's a little petty, but it is what it is. So y'all need to go check out Nightcap. That's Ocho and Unk, Shannon Sharpe, and sometime Agent Zero comes on. It's Gilbert Arenas. Yeah. But it's a pretty good show. I love Unk. I love Ocho. But Shaq is out of order. Shaq needs a little therapy. I think Shaq's in that he's that guy in that room, the room that everybody's trying to get into. Well, I think I had enough. How y'all doing? If y'all want me to react to something, post it down in the comments and I'll get on it. Y'all have a good day. Peapod Cove out. Later.